What's up, everybody? Paige Dimakos here for FRS Hoops. I'm waiting on Zach Harper. Today, we are arguing the second round of Kings Landing. This is our second matchup. I'm representing the Chicago Bulls. Zach will be representing the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is kind of like a hometown matchup for both of us. These are both of our home squads, so just a little extra passion from both sides for sure. We're going to be arguing with a little bit more passion today because these are both of our squads. So hang on a second here. Let me add Zach in here. I'm waiting on Zach, and then it's time to argue our points. So once Zach's in here, hopefully his video works today. And he's not. Oh, you're back in the car again.
I have to first dispel rumors that I don't live in my car. Okay. I just want to put that out there now. I don't live in my car. I'm not homeless.
I'm a little worried.
I definitely don't have a bed back here.
Okay.
That's not the case. Yeah.
I have to admit, Zach, I'm a little worried now. 2 days in a row, you're in your car.
You know, I'm a mover and shaker. You know, I'm out and about, running errands, doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Getting coffee. Yeah.
Usually hanging out with your dog, so I'm just confused as to why Boogie is not in the videos. Everybody's wondering why.
You know, maybe he's not going to make an appearance until the finals. I don't know. You can't throw out all the cards for voting right away. I'm trying to make it a fair fight.
So here's the thing. For everybody that doesn't know, Boogie will be part of the videos towards the end. But the rough part for Zach is that he's having a tough time that the Boogie loves me more. So he's going to be on my side towards the end. Because he's smart, obviously. So
I don't know that he's smart.
He's pretty smart and he's pretty cute. But today is round 2 of the Kings Landing, second matchup. Zach's representing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who he had in the first round, and I'm representing the Chicago Bulls, who I also had in the first round. So, Zach, this one's a little bit of like a little extra passion in these ones because we both love these teams. Love-hate, I would say, a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, it's more love-hate right now, for sure.
Well, I would say, especially for me, it's definitely a lot of hate. So I'll let you start here. What's your best argument for LeBron going to Minnesota?
He has real players to play with. It's none of this like, oh, maybe we'll acquire someone who's good. Maybe like Karl-Anthony Towns just dropped 56 points, franchise record last night. Yep. Jimmy Butler, sure, his knee's a little messed up right now, but one of LeBron's favorite players, favorite competitors, two-way player, a guy who can help LeBron right away. I said this before, he gets to move Andrew Wiggins out of town for a second time. There's a lot with LeBron loves consistency, loves history repeating itself. He wants to trade Wiggins once again. Tom Thibodeau, all right, maybe the coaching hasn't been great since he returned to Minnesota. They also had a very young team. With LeBron, you get a lot more veteran experience, a lot more of a defensive understanding, and guys who will actually do it because of the people he'll bring in. And so I don't even have to mention the fact that, you know, getting LeBron to Chicago is going to mean more extensions for the contracts of Garpax. Both of those guys, if they bring LeBron into the fold, you can't fire them.
Okay.
They have to stay.
All right. So this goes right into
But I'm not going to mention that. I'm not going to mention that at all.
This is what I am going to argue. Okay.
Okay.
First, this is more of a personal thing. So this is me talking to LeBron like as close friends. Okay.
Sure.
LeBron, I need you to get Garpax fired. Okay. So I need the contingency plan to be these guys are out. Okay. And I'll come. So straight to the top, straight to ownership. I will come play if Garpax is out. Okay. Because that's as a Bulls fan, I don't know that the Bulls are ever going to be relevant again unless Garpax is out. So I feel like this is the only chip that could possibly, like, I know that if LeBron made that call, it would 100% be done. Garpax is out. Bulls fans are happy. I mean, Bulls fans are selling out every game. They're number 1 in attendance, and they're going to watch trash. So can you only imagine what would happen if LeBron was there? We could build another statue. It would be amazing. Chicago's a great basketball
I'm
city.
glad you mentioned another statue. Because does LeBron really want to play in the shadow of the statue outside the United Center? Does he really want to play? Does he?
He already does.
He's the best player of all time. He's not playing in any shadow.
Okay, let's watch ourselves with the best player of all time.
And I said that just to upset you.
I know you did. So we know that LeBron has said himself that he's chasing a ghost. So why not just embrace it? Why not just go all the way in, just go, what other way could you do it other than getting Chicago fans who might hate LeBron the most? They are definitely up there. Them and the Celtics fans, they're both haters of LeBron, big haters. But I think the thing that I've learned is that although they say that they don't need LeBron, the second that LeBron was there, they would lose their minds. They would be all aboard Team LeBron. It would be a huge accomplishment for Chicago. And most importantly, Chicago is a much, much better city than Minneapolis, and it's too damn cold in Minnesota. You heard it.
You're on a lake.
You heard it. You heard it.
The winter in Chicago is worse than the winter in Minneapolis.
No, it's not.
100%.
I was just
Hey,
in
you know what?
Minneapolis.
You know what? You
for
want
the
to start
Super
throwing
Bowl,
lobs?
And it was the worst.
Lobs? How about this? Minneapolis, better food city than Chicago.
That is that is the worst thing I've ever heard.
No, I've had much worse. Better food city. Way better. Not even close.
Are you done? Are you done hurting my feelings today, Zach?
Here's what I think is a good point by you is trying to get, like, LeBron gets to go there and get Garpax out of there, right?
Yeah,
I know if there's one guy you can trust, it's owner Jerry Reinsdorf. He's been very trustworthy over the years, right? I mean, he didn't put a stop to getting rid of Michael Jordan years ago. We're trying to squeeze out contract extensions. So I'm sure LeBron would love to go play for Jerry Reinsdorf.
Well, listen, he's used to bad ownership. Dan Gilbert's the GOAT.
Miss me with the Chicago fans will embrace it. There's no way that's true. They're going to compare him to Jordan constantly.
I know.
Constantly they're going to compare him and say, no, Mike did this better, Mike did that better. Does he want to go to a fan base that isn't going to accept him? Or does he want to go to a fan base that only accepts winners like the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Okay, only accepts winners is a giant stretch. That is a giant stretch for Minnesota.
Well, they haven't accepted the team since 2004, so that's the last time they were a winner.
Chicago is a significantly better sports city. Chicago is a significantly better food city. It's not close. Zach, that was like a cheap shot from the 300 level.
I've dined in both. I've dined in both. Minneapolis is better. And the weather, get out of here with the weather.
The weather is horrible. I was just
trash Chicago weather.
No.
Oh my God. No. I bet it was balmy in Chicago at the same time.
It was like 20 degrees warmer at least, for sure.
So it was 0.
Yeah,
that doesn't
better
mean anything.
Than negative 24.
No,
Zach. I died in Minnesota.
Once you drop below 50, it's all miserable.
Zach, what is your last argument? Because you're heading down to a level where I might have to block you for a day.
That seems fair. Only a day also. That seems pretty reasonable. There is nothing to play with in Chicago. Like, Lauri Markkanen, fine young player. Zach LaVine, fine young player. There's nothing there. It is a complete overhaul rather than having a guy who's already going to be a franchise center, a guy who's already a franchise wing, and a lot better supporting cast than what the Bulls can offer up. So if we're sticking strictly to basketball, there's not a chance that Chicago provides a better thing. Also, didn't his friend Dwayne Wade just have a miserable time? His best friend, Dwayne Wade, just had a miserable time in Chicago. I think they're going to talk.
His bank account did not have a miserable time. I'm pretty sure D. Wade is counting all the dollar bills that he had.
I don't think LeBron is hurting for money. I think
he's
doing
not,
okay.
but he likes his money. He likes his money.
He does like his money, for
He
sure.
likes getting a max contract. So
I think Minneapolis is cheaper. You get to save more money, buddy. And there's no sales tax on clothes, I think.
Okay.
LeBron's a fashionista.
Somehow I feel like LeBron doesn't really care about sales tax or his shopping because he probably does most of his shopping elsewhere. Definitely not in Minneapolis. So, listen, take Zach's arguments, throw them out the window. Chicago's a better basketball city. Chicago's a way better sports city in general, okay? It's a way better food city. LeBron's
better sports city?
He loves
based
wine.
On what?
Okay, based on everything. Based
on
the
calculations.
Bears? Based on science, okay? We're throwing science back out there again. And most importantly, LeBron, I need you, okay? I need you to get Garpax fired. And this is the only way that it can happen.
I have one more point.
This is the only way.
2 years ago, in April, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the plucky Minnesota Timberwolves, go into Oakland, and they take down the Warriors. Zach LaVine goes nuts. Karl-Anthony Towns goes nuts. Andrew Wiggins has a fine game. Take down the Warriors, and all of a sudden people are like, hey, this young core surrounding Karl-Anthony Towns, this may be the answer to the Warriors someday soon. You know how you take them down? You add LeBron.
No.
And all of a sudden, LeBron doesn't have to worry about facing the Warriors in the finals every year because he gets to take them out in the second round. He gets to say, you know what, Warriors? You don't even get to the finals anymore. You get to get out of here in the second round. Nothing you can do about it. I've got Karl Anthony Towns. I've got Jimmy Butler. I've got whoever else I want to bring to town. It's a wrap.
Nah, the wrap here.
Or play with Cameron Payne in Chicago.
How
play with
many
franchise
last
point guard
arguments do
Cameron
you
Payne.
have, Zach?
I got a lot of last arguments. I don't know how to count.
I am going to end this right here, right now. He's not going to the West. He's staying in the East. Easier road to the finals. LeBron knows. He knows he does not want to have to match up against the Rockets or the Warriors or any of the teams that are out in the West. He wants to stay in the East where it's easier, the road to the finals is better, and that's what's going to happen. Zach, I'm not allowing you to have any more last arguments because you've had 17.
This isn't an argument so much as a bad pun. He's not going to Chicago to the Bulls. He's Minnesota on the Timberwolves. I should have stopped at the Bulls one. The Wolves one wasn't very good.
Wow. If you are a fan of Zach's horrible puns, you can vote for him. If you are a fan of not Zach, if you're a fan of me, okay, you can vote for the Chicago Bulls. We will have a poll up on Instagram following this video. We'll also have one on Twitter, so you can vote in both of those places.
Yeah.
Zach and I will be back all week long at noon every day, arguing one side or the other. And I think it's pretty clear that LeBron wants to stay in the East. So that's how I'm going to end this one.
Okay.
Zach has too many arguments.
I think it's pretty clear that I won. Vote Minnesota.
Okay. All right. Bye, Zach.
Bye.